Thanks a lot, Deputy President, and I just also wanted to rise to make a very brief contribution with respect to our friend Peta Murphy, and I sort of make this contribution also on behalf of two of my staff, one now former with me and one who's currently with me, and namely John Condolence, who worked for Peta and up until her last day with us, and Sue Heath, who I seconded when I first came to the Senate. Sue started working with me and seconded her onto Peta's campaign back in 2019, and who is still with me today. And I know both of them will be watching, and both have been very special in Peta's lives, and who are really feeling her loss right now. And that's really because Peta, as we've heard, was probably one of the best examples of being an excellent local member of Parliament. I don't think I've ever met someone who was so passionate, so articulate, so direct, and a real champion of the people that she represented in the community of Dunkley. She was, as we've heard, someone who didn't hold back. A matter of fact, extremely intelligent and dedicated individual who had a number of issues close to her heart that she wanted to see improve in this country, particularly around healthcare. And I think it was so fitting to see the Prime Minister Anthony Albanese and the Premier of Victoria Jacinta Allen only a few days ago dedicate a new breast imaging suite at Frankston Hospital in her honour, and I think that's a real touching tribute to the work that Peta has managed to achieve in her time, her brief time here at Parliament House. But as we've heard, she has been a passionate advocate for the people of Dunkley and always stood up for her values. And most of us know that she was a wonderful friend. And we've heard many contributions in the other place late last year and today on that note. Being the duty senator for Dunkley back in 2019, I really got to know Peta very well. It was a very long and difficult campaign, but it was one that we had a lot of satisfaction, obviously, as Senator Walsh pointed out, to and fro and with the former member of Dunkley, but I'm sure that voice of Peta still rings in our heads every time issues like that do pop up on social media. But it was really great to see Peta finally break through and actually win that 2019 campaign. And although that we came from very different parts of the party, we shared very strong Labor values. We shared the common goal, not just to win Dunkley for Labor, but to form a Labor government. Because when you form a Labor government, you can actually implement Labor policy. We shared a birthday together, November 1. So very two strong-minded Scorpios clashing, but, the 2019 campaign proved otherwise, that we managed to get through, and we did enjoy a drink afterwards. We also shared the same day for our first speeches as well too. And I know we've also had the member for Jagga Jagga also attend the chamber as well. So the three of us share that special moment together. It seems like only yesterday, but such a long time now, and I was delighted to attend her election party down in Frankston North. She was so excited, so passionate, and very keen to start a very long career in this place and for her community. Then when I was told about her cancer coming back, I really think it really brought back a lot of memories about the struggles that she had gone through, and I think the hope that she saw with Rod and her lovely dogs, Bert and Ernie. But really, it made sure that she was determined more so than ever to continue on the fight of standing up for her community, fighting for Labor policy, making sure that we won the last election. She leaves a very big mark in this place, and as I mentioned, especially in my office, where she made some really deep friendships with those who work closer with her. All of us in the ALP are heartbroken that she's no longer with us, and she'll be terribly missed. The upcoming by-election is a difficult time for all of us on this side. Losing a friend, a colleague, is difficult at the best of times, but then fighting an election in her honour presents, I guess, an opportunity for us to really honour her legacy. And I do want to take this opportunity to acknowledge her team, her office, her staff, all the volunteers that were connected with Peta, their loyalty to her, and ensuring that we continue to serve the people of Dunkley during this time. So I pass on my sincere condolences to Rod, to her family and to her staff and all her friends. I'm terribly sorry for your loss. To Senators Marielle Smith and Jess Walsh, beautiful speeches and a great contribution to someone who I think we're all proud to say was not just a colleague but a very special friend indeed. Vale Peta.